Hey everyone, Kevin Ross here, your co-host at RNFM Radio. We're coming in live from the National Nurses and Business Association Conference in Orlando, Florida, October 5th and 6th. We've been talking about it, and now we are here. And right now, I'm actually here with Rachel Cartwright of Medical Legal Concepts.
That's correct.
All right. So Rachel is actually here. She has a booth, and you're also talking. Is that correct? And you had a boot camp.
Yes, we had a legal nurse consulting boot camp yesterday.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about that boot camp and how that went?
Sure. We took an entire day seminar, and we basically did a very fast track going through what it means to be a legal nurse consultant, from the very beginning of starting through the education program, and then how a legal nurse consultant can actually help attorneys, both plaintiff and defense, as either a supportive role as a consultant or actually working as a testifying expert. And then we landed up the end of the day working with an individualized business marketing plan to help put things into perspective on where they see themselves going.
Okay.
So it was a very full day that we spent a lot of talking and engaging with each individual participant.
Okay. So I think that's great because Rachel's hitting on a couple of valid points here when we talk about marketing, again, in the finance aspect. So it sounds like you do a little bit of hand-holding through that process of how that works for them when it comes to the Q&A components, because I'm sure that it's great to offer some meat there when it comes to LNC content, but the marketing and the finance pieces, do you find that you have a lot of questions around that and a lot of anxiety around how to promote themselves and market themselves and even
Actually, yes.
help?
I mean, it is. It's a real difficult piece for nurses to transition into that role because it's not something we're accustomed to doing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you convert from having a job
Mm-hmm.
into owning your own business, it's a totally different mindset. And so sometimes it takes nurses a little while to flip the switch, if you will, to say, now I'm just taking care of me and doing what it is that I want to do and what I love and what I enjoy. And having the ability to show them where I walked through, because I've had the personal experience, and tell them, don't go over there because I've been there. You stay over here and
Right.
You'll be better, and you will save so much time and expense, because I made a lot of mistakes learning how to develop my own business for myself, and I try and share with them things to avoid that a lot of people don't share.
So would you even consider yourself, we've probably talked about this on the show, but almost like a preceptor, a nurse preceptor, in the sense like we get the clinical, at least some foundation in school, but you're helping us in that setting to apply that.
Well, and that's kind of what I use the analogy for, is like when you go to nursing school, I mean, if you just went to nursing school and didn't have any clinical rotations, how would you ever apply what you learned in the classroom unless you had someone to help and apply it in the real world? And so that's basically the focus that I do with most of my business that I work with others, is say, think of it like this. When you get a training for a legal nurse consultant, then I'm the one that takes the clinical piece and apply the legal nurse new law, new language, new law, and say, okay, now this is how you apply it in a different world. And so they kind of say, oh, yeah, okay, I get it. And that's really the missing link. That the application of a lot of the education that's provided currently today is missing that hands-on approach, and that's what I'm trying to fill.
Okay, good. So it sounds like a great need. So Rachel, how do folks find you? Because you had the boot camp here at the NNBA, and of course, I did hear back from one of our community members last night. She told me how awesome it was. She really felt like it was an informative program, and she thanked us so much because we actually sponsored her to attend Rachel's boot camp. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, if you're at the NNBA, you could have gone to the boot camp, but what can people do to get to you, access to you? Do you offer a virtual service for them as far as the boot camp, or is it all one-on-one or in small groups in person?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of things that I've done. I mean, I certainly have a website that they can go to where I list most of the programs that I, go out maybe 3 to 6 months out. And my medicallegalconcepts.com is my website. There's a page dedicated specifically to legal seminars is where it is, and you can see the places that I go. Most of my hometown residencies are offered in my home in West Palm Beach. However, if I do have enough students or participants that want me to come to their location, like I've been to California and I've been to Boston, then I will go to them and conduct it in that hometown. And so, it just has to be workable to plan a little bit of ahead and get some friends together that want to do this, and that actually makes it more fun anyway. They work together as a team and we learn from each other, and I will reach out.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that's what you should do, community. Build your own community so that you guys can pull together, pool your resources, and have Rachel come to you instead of you go to Rachel. Well, that's fantastic. So they can find you, your website again, and your social media presence?
Sure, it's medicallegalconcepts.com is the website that I go to. I am very active on LinkedIn is the best place that I do, and that's really the best two places to find me there.
Okay, well, great, Rachel. So what we're going to do, community, as always, we'll put all the links below to all of her contact information, and we'll tweet that out and share it. And we do thank you for watching, and certainly, Rachel, thanks so much for being here, and thank you for offering that boot camp and such a valuable service. Certainly like, share, comment, and share this with your community out there as well. So thanks so much for watching. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
And we'll be seeing you throughout the whole weekend.
Awesome, thanks.